Good morning, welcome to the Real Bit Wars. I'm Chris, and what exactly is the rarest NES game?
Wars.
Okay, so as many of you know, I do the countdown for the NES, going for the complete set. I mainly focus on the officially licensed North American games, but I do collect other things such as PAL exclusives, unlicensed games, and variants. There's kind of a subset collection of games that were released in different regions under different titles. A good example that comes to mind immediately would be McKids here was released in PAL regions as McDonaldland. So there are two different titles for the same game. Sometimes these games have slight variations to the graphics or gameplay as well, but it's just something that I enjoy collecting. There was one that I didn't know existed for quite a long time, and I found out about it more recently, maybe within the last couple of years, and even at that I found it really difficult to find a lot of information about it. I was kind of skeptical that it even existed. I thought it might be a hoax for the longest time. It's called Phantom Air Mission. A copy of it recently popped up on eBay. It's the first time I've seen one listed anywhere since I started looking for it. I've had my sights set on it more recently. You can see here, it has 3 bids currently, and for US dollars, it's approximately $1,100 currently. So it's commanding quite a high price tag. Let's see, there are still 2 days and 1 hour left on this listing. So now, we did get this game here. It was called Flight of the Intruder, which is a pretty common game. This one is most notorious for being that one that has the spine label that simply says Intruder rather than the full title. But it had me asking, is this the rarest NES game there is? And in addition to that, it seems to be pretty expensive. When I look here at price charting, we can see it was also released in PAL regions on the Game Boy. I'm gonna click on the NES one first here. You can see the loose price is $10.60. You know, that $1,100, that's more comparable to like a new or graded price for this. So it's really weird how far off this is. We have one sale per year listed here, so not a lot of them selling. It's probably difficult to gauge the actual value of it. But in looking for this, it kind of, not only do I want that, this is making me really want to pick up a copy of the Game Boy port of this as well. And you can see, again, pretty low value for loose. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick search as well. I'll do worldwide. So there are 3 copies of this currently listed for the Game Boy as well. And we can see there's a color variant, the red font here and the green font on these other 2, but look at these prices. This one on the bottom from Germany is really expensive. All of these are buy it now. Yeah, even on a good day, you're gonna spend $65 just for the Game Boy port of this. So, we all know about things like stadium events and Little Samson, how valuable those can be. But there are copies of those floating around out there. So, I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Where does this stand? Am I off the mark here? Is it maybe just currently there aren't a lot of them for sale? Or did I find the rarest NES game there is? And if so, I gotta get my hands on a copy of that bad boy, because now I want it more than ever. Thanks for watching.